Hello, welcome to Weekend Sports Roundup on Aspheric TV. My name is Clinton Ofrom. As you all know, this weekend we'll have FIFA International Week. I will be looking at some key matches, international matches across Europe and also Africa. Our darling Super Eagles will be taking on Sierra Leone today. I have a guest in the studio to discuss sports with me. But before I get to introduce him, we'll take a quick break. When we return back, the show continues. Stay tuned.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. To deliberate on Weekend Sports Roundup today with me is Kamalu Ujunwa Chibike, a sports analyst. Welcome to the program, Kamalu Ujunwa Chibike.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Clinton Ofrom.
All right, we'll be looking at the key match today between Nigeria and Sierra Leone. Granat Raw, the Super Eagles head coach, has invited 24 players, and he has disclosed to newsmen that these players are very key to the progress of today's match. The players invited includes Kenneth Omeru, Leon Balogun, Chibike Awaziem, Alex Iwobi, Moses Simon, Samuel Chukwueze, Chidera Ejike, Ayodele Aribo, and Daniel Akweyi. Do you think this group of players will give Nigeria a good match performance against Sierra Leone?
Yeah, actually, with the look of things in the invited players in the Super Eagles, I think the quality we have in our team is a huge quality that can massacre Sierra Leone. In terms of match, Sierra Leone is no match to Super Eagles. I think this kind of match should be a trial match to Super Eagles, where we can use the players we've never been using before in the competition, just to expose them, give them that experience and all that, because we are facing Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone in African football is a minnow in African football. It's been a long time they've not make it to the group stage of the AFCON. Now playing with Super Eagles in the qualification matches, I think the Super Eagles should tactically and everything about the game do it as a walkover.
All right, let's look at some key points between Nigeria and Sierra Leone. This is the first time both teams are actually meeting since 1961. And Super Eagles have scored 29 goals in 13 matches, while Sierra Leone have 11. Eagles are currently ranked 32 in the world, while Sierra Leone are miles away at 120. So you perceive the match should be an easy match for Super Eagles?
Very, very easy match, considering the squad depth, the qualities, the way we are playing in Europe. And again, what I said before, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a minnow in African football. It is going to be an easy match. To me, the double header, we need nothing less than, let's say, 6 to 7 goals in the double header. Here in Nigeria at the Samuel Egbomudia Stadium, Benin City, I expect nothing less than 4 to 5 goals. Then going to the Siaka Stevens Stadium in Freetown, I think we still like playing away. Getting 3 goals is not bad to us.
All right, moving ahead, we'll have the biggest shocker. That is Scotland qualifying for Europe for the first time in 1998, thanks to Steve Clark side. What do you make with this progress?
Well, actually, in world football these days, considering what is happening in the Europe elite football, in the world football this time, apart from the fact, maybe before I said that Sierra Leone, let me take us back a little bit. Sierra Leone is a minnow, but in Europe, I don't think the word minnows exist again in Europe. Considering what is happening in the English Premier League, the top flight football in Europe, I think Scotland making it to the group stage of Euro, I think is not a new thing. We expected it because the team has been very, very compact, very good, considering the players they have in their kitty.
Exactly. Let me pick it from there. It appeared that most of their players are playing in English Premier League, and the compatibility, synergy, and unity they have gathered is key to their progress to Euro. Now, Euro qualified teams on the group stages. The timetable is out, and we'll have very strong teams lined up in Group F. Group F is time to be the group of death for some soccer pundits in the world. The Group F comprises of Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany. What a tough group!
Yeah, what a very, very tough group. Actually, when I saw it, I said to myself, it no go easy in that particular group. That was exactly what I told myself. It's like packing all the Euro fire or whatever. Packing them, putting all of them in one particular group. I think when the Euro kick off, that particular group will be a group everybody would like to watch because even Hungary in that team, I don't think they are pushovers, considering
Look
how
at
things are.
looking at the rejuvenated German side, led by their the great tactician Joachim Low, and they have young prospect in that team. Do you see Germany topping the group?
Well, actually, to my own analysis and everything about the game and how the game is being played and how informed and compact Germans are this time around, I think they will struggle to qualify. But them topping the group, I don't think so.
So, are you predicting France will get the nod because France, as we all know, are parading with great stars scattered all over Europe?
Well, actually, French national team, I will give it to them to top the group. Then between Portugal and Germany, maybe Hungary, any other team can easily come. That's the way it is.
Notwithstanding the fact that Portugal still have some young prospects, Joao Felix in Atletico Madrid, we see Bernardo Silva in Portugal, then Diego Jota, the new whiskey in Liverpool. It seems to be an interesting group.
Yeah, very, very interesting group considering the Portuguese team. Personally, I called Diego Jota. Immediately, he made that move from Wolves to Liverpool. I always call him the Wolf of Liverpool. Diego Jota and his Portuguese side, when you look at the team, how they set, their players are scattered all over Europe. It's not a walkover team. It's not a team you would just go to bed and sleep and say, we are playing Portugal tomorrow. No, anytime, any day, with the world best player in that team, they always, I don't know, they always prove something to the world. And this time around, we're not going to be an exception.
And we are expecting spectacular matches in that group and the stunning goals because it promises to be a very sit and tight group for any of the teams. Then other groups will have Turkey in Group A, Turkey, Italy, Wales, Switzerland. Group B comprises of Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia. While Group C will have Netherlands, Ukraine, Australia, and Macedonia. Then Group D, England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. Then Group E will have Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia. Going to Group D, England, the rejuvenated, or let me put it this way, the one of the most attacking-minded team in Europe, led by Gareth Southgate. What do you make with this English team? Because they have young prospects actually doing the needful in football. Looking at their match yesterday, they won 3-0, and Jack Grealish is still finding a way to penetrate inside that team, because there is no way you were able to keep Jordan Sancho out and keep Raheem Sterling out from that team. So it seems to be a headache for Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, a headache per se, a headache, yes, a very big one. When you talk about the headache, a very big headache for Gareth Southgate. This has been always the problem English team has, selection problem. When you check that team, let us start from the right full back. You have Lamptey. Lamptey there is playing his football with Brighton. You have Reece James. He's there in Chelsea. You have, I think, what seems to me one of the best in that position in the world, Trent Alexander-Arnold, playing in Liverpool, and so on and so on. The likes of Kyle Walker is there. Kieran Trippier is there.
Sorry. Before you continue, do you still favor Trent Alexander-Arnold in that position, looking at the recent performance and statistics of James Reece?
Well, actually, you can't do, personally, if I'm a coach, I cannot do with a player like Trent Alexander-Arnold. He has it all. Whatever that makes a player a very good quality, I think all of them is in him. Personally, if I have a team to coach, his type will always be my right wing back.
Is going to be a very, very, very big headache for Gareth Southgate. Looking at that right position, we'll have Kyle Walker, who is actually doing very well. I think Guardiola termed him the beast last week. And Kyle Walker has been solid at that position, and he's key to the progress Man City has made so far. Then you have Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Liverpool talisman, who has been praised all over the world. A lot of people believe by now he's supposed to have been converted to a winger. Then James Reece, with his recent statistics, he has the best crosses so far this season. Who do you think should get the nod in that position?
Yeah, talking about that position, I think it's going to be between Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold. One playing, one staying at the bench. Having a squad, a depth at your bench is a plus in world football. Then again, Kyle Walker, I think it will be that selection headache I told you about Gareth Southgate. Kyle Walker, his own position, like in the previous World Cup, last World Cup per se, he played as a central defender. He adopted the system of playing a three central defense, which Kyle Walker will always fit in with his strength, experience, and all what have you in that particular team. Him playing from that right back, I think this time around it's time to give the younger lads opportunity to do that. But him, Kyle Walker himself, I always like to see him playing from the central, having gotten a very weak central defenders. I think in the Three Lions, very weak central defenders. Him coming in with his pack of experience and strength, skills, and all that will be very, very good playing in the central defense. Then in the right back, between Reece James, Kyle Walker, anybody can go.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we return back, the program continues. Stay tuned.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. We are still on Weekend Roundup on Aspheric TV. And before we continue the program, I'll give you a quick rundown of yesterday matches and the results. North Ireland lost to Slovakia 2 goals to 1. Serbia drew with Scotland 1-1. Wales drew with USA. Then England trashed Republic of Ireland 3-0. Wow. Then today we have an early match that ended in a draw. Argentina against Paraguay. Now let me get your thought, Kamalu Jonwa Chibike. Neymar Jr. seems to be inconsistent right now. What do you actually think is the problem of that young man?
Well, Neymar and his own style and antics of play.
Looking at before you continue, looking at what we had or what we have seen so far when he was at Barcelona, they're moving to PSG. His form depreciated. What could be the cause?
First of all, maybe I will base it on injury. He's been off and on. He has not been consistent. For the past 2 years or thereabout, he has not played straight 10 matches in a row. He's been out here. Sometimes he will come in. Sometimes he will go out and all that. That is Neymar for you. But this time around, Neymar and his problem, according to your question, I don't know exactly what is wrong with Neymar and his style of play. But sometimes most of these Brazilians, check the likes of Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and all that, at one point or the other in their career, they started doing this off and on something that Neymar is doing right now. But to me, I think he's not over yet in his career. But what I think he should do, leaving the, what will I say, or how will I put it, leaving PSG, getting another club, a new environment, new challenge, new dream, and all the rest of it. I think is exactly what Neymar need in his career now to rejuvenate his career. Yeah.
There are possibilities of his return to Barcelona. Do you think this will be of great help to him, to his career?
I think Barcelona is not the right place for Neymar to go right now. Neymar should have a new challenge. Going back to Barcelona, a place you've been, let me say, a place you left. Maybe I don't know. You left Barcelona even against the wish of the fans, against the wish of the owners of Barcelona, and now you want to go back to Barcelona. To me, is not a right move, and it will never be a right move for him. I think the likes of Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, AC Milan, and what have you, going there to play to see if he can rejuvenate his career is the best for him.
Do you fancy him coming to the most exciting league in the world, in the English Premier League?
Yeah, coming to the English Premier League, I think the team, personally, I would like him to play in is Manchester City. Just having a reunion with his former boss, Pep Guardiola, I think is the best place for him in the Premiership based on the high-paced football in England. Neymar, we know his style. He's not that strong player. He can't match anybody's strength in English Premiership. I think the best thing for him to do, if at all he will come to Premiership, is just stop at Manchester City.
Okay, quickly before you go, looking at the English Premier League so far this season is something we never expected from all the soccer pundits in the world. There seems to be this drastic change that's coming to English Premier League. It's no longer the top 6. I think we'll have no less than top 10 this time around. What do you think will happen before the end of the first season? Do you fancy Carlo Ancelotti left side still giving other teams the run for their money?
Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti, pack of experience, yes, but in English Premiership, no matter how the league started, presently, I think the whole teams are going back to where they belong. For example, the Everton you made mention of, the Carlo Ancelotti side. Yeah, initially they started very
When,
well, but
when you say sorry, when you say they will definitely go back to where they belong, I don't seem to agree with you on that because looking at that team, if we want to talk about their midfield, you have Alan, you have Abdullah Dakore, you have James
yep.
Rodriguez, then you have Richarlison, the talisman. Before we can talk about the goal free scoring English English guy, the what's his name? The the
Dominic
Irish scholar.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Dominic
Dominic
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin. So, why would you think they will definitely go back to where they belong? They are giving away a strong fight.
Definitely, this is Premiership. This is not La Liga, Ligue 1, or Serie A. This is Premiership. The Manchesters of this world, the Man Cities of this world, the Chelsea, they inform Liverpool. Forget the fact that Liverpool now is in shambles with injuries, but with time, these guys will still maintain that top four, the Arsenal of this world. So Everton, yes, Everton can struggle even with Tottenham, no matter how they are this time, no matter the managers, no matter who is taking care of the team, no matter the players you made mention of. English Premiership has a way of doing their things. Look at what happened last season. At the point,
okay, though it's too early. What are the teams? How many teams do you think that can make the top four or at least the top six?
okay, the top four, top six teams in England. Let me tell you how I feel, my own permutation, serially. I think the number one this particular season, Manchester City finishing top. Second team, the informed Chelsea this time around. Liverpool will follow, then Manchester United. That's the top four. Then the top six, I think Everton will try based on the quality. Then Tottenham Hotspur.
Are you? That's what I'm saying. Are you not seeing Jose Mourinho side because that side is actually giving a lot of teams trouble. The likes
Yeah,
of
is that they are giving other teams headache.
the likes of Song Hyun-min, Gareth Bell, of course, returning back to his former family or his former team. Then they were able to have Harry Kane being consistent on scoring goals. Don't you think they will finish on the top four?
Yeah, finishing in top four, the only player I see in that team presently is Hotberg, the holding midfielder. The guy is doing an excellent work in that particular midfield role. Yes, I see them as an upset to all these big teams that I made mention of that will end in the top four, based on the fact that they have one of the best managers in the world in the person of Jose Mourinho. You know, not taking anything away from Tottenham. I think Tottenham anytime, any day can easily cruise into top four. But this particular season, I don't give it to them. They need more time. They need more cohesion. They need that understanding to be as a team. Next season, I am tipping them. But the best I could give them this season is playing in the Europa Cup finals.
All right, here is where we'll call it a wrap on the program. Thank you, Ujunwa Kamalo Chibike, for making your time to speak to us on Weekend Sports Roundup.
Thank you very much. Still hope you guys will still call me again, and I'll be honored to be on your program again. Thank you very much.
Definitely we will. Here is where we say goodbye for now. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification